Hey guys, Weeby News here, and today we are back with yet another video, and today we're going to be checking out all of the Ultimate Custom Night voice lines. So originally I was planning on playing Ultimate Custom Night before watching this video, but first of all, I'm scared. I'm terrified to play Ultimate Custom Night. And second, I was thinking that it honestly might be kind of nice to listen to these voice lines when I'm not playing the game and I'm not like scared out of my mind, so I can actually like process them and kind of listen to what exactly is being said. It does seem like a lot of people really want me to react to this. I'm not sure if it's because like the lines are like lore related or if they're just like really grotesque and might like elicit a big reaction out of me, or if they're just like funny. But regardless, it seems like people want to see my reaction to them, so I figured this might be a better way to do it. I do plan on playing Ultimate Custom Night. I'm just scared. And I know I'm not gonna 100% it. The video of me playing Ultimate Custom Night is gonna be like, Weeby tries to play Ultimate Custom Night. Like, I want to see it and I want to experience it for what it is, but I don't plan on like 100%ing it or anything of the sort. I just want to get the vibes of the game, you know what I mean? But yeah, this video was uploaded by Jay's Cinema. I'll be sure to link the original in the description if you guys would like to check it out. And yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it.
Never underestimate the cunning of a pirate. Or a fox, for that matter.
I get it. Cunning as a fox. I gotcha, Foxy. It's like I realized that sounds like I was hitting on you there for a second. I just meant treasure. That was all I meant. I didn't think you meant my actual butt, Foxy, until you made that correction. Now I'm starting to wonder.
I can't run like I used to, but I can pull myself apart just fine.
Okay.
So much more spacious in here. I may stay a while.
That game was
What the hell? What is he talking? Are you mocking me? That game was totally rigged. It's like, why is he breaking down the fourth wall?
That's what you get for leaving me hanging. It's not my fault. I have these fat plastic fingers and can't press the buttons.
He's so goofy. He's so goofy so far.
Mr. Hug got me again.
Mr. Hugs? What? He has beef with Mr. Hugs. I do want to say, though, I've never trusted Mr. Hugs. Ever since seeing him in Pizzeria Sim, no, I never trusted that mofo, because he had liability. I hope he's in this game. I hope Crady McCraterson's in this game, too. Oh, that'd be the best.
If I get jump scared, you get jump scared.
He likes breaking the fourth wall a lot, doesn't he?
You won't get tired of dying, will you?
Okay, interesting. I like her voice too. It's very like, I don't know, kind of like sinister sounding. I like it.
Where's my beak? Lodged in your forehead.
Okay, girl! Okay, she's not playing around this game. God, dude, like freaking Foxy and Toy Freddy were so goofy. But she's out for blood.
You won't get tired of my voice, will you?
Interesting.
Let's go somewhere more private, so I can eat you.
Okay. Sounded like you were hitting on me for a second too, Chica. She was like, I heard you talking about Foxy hitting on you, so I just thought I would step in as well. Jesus. Okay, wow, I really enjoyed Toy Chica's lines, especially her voice. God, they did such a good job. She just sounds so like creepy and sinister, you know?
Don't be afraid.
Okay.
Soon you will look just like me. Beautiful.
Beautiful. Okay, interesting. This is like the first time I've ever heard Mangle talk too. That was like a big part of MatPat's last theory video that I watched too, that like the fact that you only ever hear like radio noises from Mangle could be implying that she was like actually a dog or something. But interesting, it does seem like she has lines in this game.
Now I get to play take apart and put back together. You won't feel a thing.
Oh shit, I always knew she was bitter about that game, dude. Ever since I heard about it in Fnaf 2, I was like, I bet Mangle is pissed off that the kids did that to her.
I wanted to wait until just the right moment to drop in.
Okay.
It's so much more fun to eat out in here with you.
It's kind of like Foxy's last line.
He's here and always watching. The one you shouldn't have killed.
Interesting. Interesting. Is she talking about Golden Freddy, I guess? I don't think this game is like really connected to the lore, but I assume we're still kind of playing as like Mike, you know what I mean? And I think that would make the most sense since he kind of like, you know, killed the crying child. He became Golden Freddy. Oh shit! Oh my god, that voice itself was a jump scare! Oh my lord! You were sounding crazy, Withered Chica. I was kind of wondering how, yeah, the Withered animatronics would sound, since we never really heard them speak before.
Let me show you how to break your face and look like me.
Man, Chica is always out for blood.
I was the first. I have seen everything.
Oh, I guess like the first model. I guess that makes sense since they were like the withered ones. So obviously they're like the older models that ended up like rotting later. Okay, that's cool.
Come closer. Let's smile together. I have seen him. The one you shouldn't have killed.
Okay, she's mentioning it too. Interesting. I assume she's also talking about Golden Freddy, right?
Time to face the consequences of your behavior.
Okay, oh, these voices are so cool for the withered ones. They sound so different from each other, but they both fit so well. Oh my gosh, Bonnie's voice is so like robotic and stuff. Oh, that's cool.
Might as well face the facts. You were always destined to fail.
Talking a lot about failure.
You blinked.
You blinked. Oh yeah. I feel like he's referring to like how he kills you basically. I assume it's gonna be the same thing in Ultimate Custom Night as it was in Fnaf 2. Oh my god, dude. It felt like if you blinked or looked away for a second when he or Chica popped up, like you were dead.
What is this new prison? Is it me trapped or is it you? Perhaps it is us both.
Okay, interesting.
I may be missing my face, but even I could see his tongue.
Roasted.
Seeing you powerless is like music to me.
Huh. Oh yeah, because she's like in the music box stuff. Now I got it.
I don't hate you, but you need to stay out of my way.
Okay. God, it's so weird hearing like a little girl voice coming out of the puppet. It really reminds you of the fact that like all these animatronics were like possessed by children, you know what I mean? I feel like it's kind of easy to forget about that just like looking at them, but hearing that voice, it's like, oh, my heart. These are just kids.
I recognize you, but I'm not afraid of you. Not anymore.
Okay. I assume, yeah, we're probably playing as like Mike in this game. And so I guess she might think he's William actually, since they look similar and that's why she's saying this. Interesting.
The others are under my protection.
Okay.
The others are like animals, but I am very aware.
Oh, interesting. That's so interesting. I always wondered how like self-aware the animatronics were. So the other ones are kind of like animals, just like running on instincts, but she's like sentient and very aware of everything that's going on and what she's doing. I guess she is kind of like the puppet master, so to speak. I guess that might be why they made her a puppet.
I am remade, but not by you, by the one you should not have killed.
Oh, okay. I think he's also referring to Golden Freddy and the Crying Child, right? And yeah, I guess he's referring to the fact that he's like a nightmare animatronic, like literally a nightmare created by the Crying Child. Okay.
No light can save you now.
Okay.
I have always been hiding in your shadow.
Creepy.
What a gift to relish. A victim that can't perish.
He's like, you know how you Aftons are. You guys never die.
I am given flesh to be your tormentor.
Interesting. Oh god! Oh hell no! What a jump scare! I knew you would be in this game, Balloon Boy. But I didn't even think about your nightmare form. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh my god, that was the biggest jump scare of this whole video.
Come closer. Help me count my teeth.
It does look like he has a ton of teeth. Oh my god, that voice, dude, so creepy.
Come closer. You're not so big. Just a bite-sized morsel.
Because he is obsessed with like chomping and eating, because you know he does have like, you know, just the mouth of a great white shark on steroids.
You knew I'd get you eventually.
I did. I always knew. Because you always do, Balloon Boy. You always freaking kill me.
There just isn't room in here for both of us.
Oh, Lord.
Flash that light on front. It can't save you now.
You're not gonna take the succulent batteries? Oh, thank God it's over. I was like, oh my God, am I happy to see you, Nightmare Fredbear? Thank God. I've been saved.
Let me put you back together.
Shit.
Then take you apart all over again.
Oh my God, that voice. Okay. Huh. Oh my God, it's like multiple voices layered. Holy crap, it sounds like almost like an older man's voice and like a kid's voice. And then of course like the creepy like animatronic voice. Huh.
Let's see how many times you can be pulled apart. I assure you, I am very real.
Oh God, please, no, you're just a part of a nightmare, right? Don't say this. Don't do this. I guess it's probably like William's voice, and then maybe like the crying child's voice, and then like I don't know if there's any other voices in there that I'm recognizing.
This time, there is more than an illusion to fear.
Huh. Oh. Okay, I guess it's like the fact that he's like real in this game and he wasn't real in Fnaf 4.
We know who our friends are, and you are not one of them.
Oh my God. Yikes.
The shadow fears me.
Huh.
I am your wickedness made of flesh.
Huh. Wickedness made of flesh. He does kind of like low-key sound so poetic here though.
I am here to claim what is left of you.
Okay, I guess since Mike's in like the purple form.
I will vomit you
Oh, wait. I will chew you up and then I will vomit you back up. You'll be an even darker shade of purple now. Jesus Christ.
Did things get really hot in here, or is it just me?
Yeah, it's like the eyes, dude. Freaked me out for a second. Did she not have eyes in that game? I was like, man, I just kind of forgot about that, I guess.
Come and burn with me. The fire within me burns eternal, and now you shall as well.
Dude, I swear some of these lines sound like they're straight up from like Shakespeare or something. They're like so poetic. I didn't know you guys were so talented.
Come and burn with me. The fire within me burns eternal, and now you shall as well.
Just talking a lot about burning. I mean, like Fazbear Frights was burned down. Is she referring to like the fire in Pizza Sim, I guess? But yeah, it's just weird because she's like from the 4th game.
I am a burning reminder of your misdeeds.
Okay.
Greetings from the fire, and from the one you should not have.
What the hell? Does she think I'm William too? It kind of seems like it, right? Oh, maybe it's because she's like the jack-o'-lantern version. Okay, is that why she's talking about fire? I guess it's probably with like the orange stuff in her eyes. I thought she didn't have eyes for a second, but I guess it's just like the flame.
This is a nightmare that you won't wake from.
Oh my God, what is this version of the puppet? Was this in FNAF 4 too? I don't think I remember seeing the puppet in FNAF 4.
This time, death cannot save you.
Because you're just gonna keep replaying again and again. It's Ultimate Custom Night, baby. Like death ever saved me before.
Nightmare is just beginning.
Okay. I think this is like, I guess a nightmare version of the puppet, maybe?
Let's taste death again and again.
Interesting. It does kind of seem like a lot of these characters are kind of breaking the wall a bit in a way, like Toy Chica and now him talking about like dying again and again and again.
I am the fearful reflection of what you have created.
Jesus.
It seems you couldn't make it to my show, so I brought the show to you.
Okay, who's this one? Oh, were they like the little foxy guy that was in Sister Location? Oh, I forgot their name, but I think their head was like on the one of the areas you worked in. I like them. They seem kind of goofy so far.
Show times are on the hour. Not a moment before and not a moment later.
They're so nice. They're not even being mean in their lines. They're just like, I'm just letting you know when the show's gonna start, buddy.
It's time to take your final bow.
Okay, that one's slightly more menacing, but they're still keeping it on theme. I like that.
I'm sorry, but there was never enough room on this stage for both of us.
Goofy.
A performance was demanded of me, and now I have delivered. Encore!
They're just a star. That's what I'm getting from their lines.
I could hear you.
Oh.
breathing.
Oh yeah, but Laura.
Admit it. You wanted to let me in.
I wonder how she's gonna actually be in Ultimate Custom Night. I guess she might just kind of like spin into your office and leave. I don't know. She's gonna be quiet while she's in there. I guess maybe you can't do anything while she's in there. I can see that being the case.
Why do you hide inside these walls?
Oh, that's similar to her song, right? She was like referring to William, I think, in that song. Like, what are you doing, like hiding within these walls or something like that?
Don't be shy. These are strange circumstances that have brought us together.
Okay. Her voice is nice.
I bet you
Oh,
were.
what the? Oh, we're seeing these guys? Dude, this is one step closer to Crady McCraderson. I'm gonna be so sad if he's not in this game, honestly. That is like all I want in life.
I bet you weren't expecting me, were ya?
Definitely not. I was not expecting to see you in this game, sweetie.
And you're back for 1 second, and I'm like, was you? Ninja skills.
What is this? Why do they sound so cute? Dude, I love the freaking, like, diversity of this game. You got, like, freaking Nightbear Fredbear, which is gonna haunt me in my sleep for, like, at least a year. Then you got this little guy who's just like, I bet you that boo, I'ma hit you in the shin like a ninja. Ooh, woo. I can't get over how adorable they sound.
You and I don't get to talk as often as I'd like.
Okay.
Everyone underestimates me, but then they turn their back, and I'm like, boo, and they're like, what?
Why do they underestimate me and not think that I'm scary? I'm just as scary as Nightmare Fredbear, damn it. Yeah, Froggy McFroggerson, you are so scary, so scary. Truly the most fearsome animatronic in all of Fnaf.
Move over, Freddy Fazbear. Happy Frog is the new star of the show.
Okay, Slay.
We've just begun.
Oh.
I will never let you leave. I will never let you rest.
Oh, what the hell, girl? I thought we were chill. I thought you were just being cute. I thought you were hanging out. You were being all scary and stuff. All of a sudden, you got sinister. Okay.
I will never let you leave.
What a turn.
I will never let you rest.
Oh, she's still going. She's still going. I guess she just keeps going because she's never going to let me rest. Never let me down. Never give me up. Never turn around and desert me. Speech 1. Okay. It's like a new
My
section.
friend, you have met a terrible, terrible demise.
Is this from the hippo?
But, you know, I don't feel too bad about it. After all, if it weren't from me, it would have just been from someone else, you know?
You know, man, there's a lot of animatronics in this joint. Like, it was just bound to happen. Is this really the hippo speaking to me? Why does he get a whole speech?
I guess what I'm trying to say is life goes on. Well, for everyone else, life goes on. Not for you. You're dead. That's
And, you know, not really for you, but for everyone else. So be happy for them, you know?
that's neither here nor there. It reminds me of one summer day in the park. I was having just a delightful picnic with my good friend Orville. And I said to
Oh, Orville Elephant. Oh my god, they're besties?
him, I said, Orville, I have a story. And he said to me, what's the significance of the story? And
What is this? What? He's just rambling for like 5 minutes? How does this even pop up in the game? Wah! So anyways, I had a terrible, terrible story I gotta tell you. I was talking to Orville and woo-wee! Let me tell you what, that Orville. Oh my god, is he like possessed by an old man who just wants somebody to talk to? That's the vibe I'm getting.
sometimes, sometimes a story is just a story. If you try to read into every little thing and find meaning in everything anyone says, you'll just drive yourself crazy.
Is he like talking about Fnaf fans making theories? Is this play about us?
You had a friend do it once.
Okay.
Wasn't pretty. We talked about it for years. And not only that, but you'll likely end up believing something you shouldn't believe and thinking something you shouldn't think or assuming something you shouldn't assume, you know?
I feel like he was talking about theorists.
Sometimes, I said, a story is just a story. So just be quiet for 1 second of your life and eat your sandwich.
Eat your sandwich. Just play the game, okay?
Of course, it was only then I realized I made sandwiches, and poor Orville was having such difficulty eating it. Elephants have those clumsy hands, you know? Actually, I suppose that's the problem. They don't have hands at all, do they?
Yeah.
They're all feet. I couldn't imagine someone asking me to eat a sandwich with my feet.
Wait, aren't you a hippo? You just have feet too, bro.
Now, if I recall correctly, there was a bakery nearby. I said to him, Orville, let me go get you some rye bread.
Like that they're besties.
Now, I'm unsure if elephants enjoy rye bread, but I assure you that Orville does. Now, this was on a Tuesday, which was good because rye bread was always fresh on Tuesday. They made sourdough bread on Monday and threw it out Wednesday. Or rather, they sold it at a discount for people wanting to feed the ducks, and then probably at the end of the day, finally, they threw it all out. I don't recall.
Oh my god, it keeps going! Did Scott just make this to troll us? He just made the hippo guy have this long monologue to see if, like, people like Matt Pat would, like, overly break it down and, like, theorize on it. Like, no. You see, the significance of Tuesday and the rye bread is this. It connects to this Fnaf book and that Fnaf book. And then this game from 2 years ago. Oh my god. Watch this actually be, like, important, though. I feel like this honestly is probably just a troll, though.
I do remember a man who would bring his son to the bakery every Wednesday and then go feed the ducks. He would buy all of the sourdough bread. Of course, you're not supposed to feed the ducks sourdough bread at all. It swells up in their stomach and then they all die.
Jesus.
At least that's what I've heard.
Okay.
I never saw any ducks die myself, but I did notice a substantial decrease in the duck population over the course of a few years.
This is such bait. This is such bait to, like, sit down and analyze this, isn't it?
I just never thought to stop the man and tell him that he was killing the ducks by feeding them sourdough bread.
He should
And
have.
if you want my opinion on the matter, and I told Orville this as well, if you want to feed ducks, or birds, or any kind for that matter, it's best to buy seed. I mean, when you think about it, breads of any sort don't occur in nature.
I'm like, how does this connect to Chica? It's like, I feel like this is totally bait, to, like, get us to analyze something that doesn't actually matter at all. But honestly, in my brain, I'm still like, this is connected to Chica somehow. This is important lore for the story.
They don't grow on trees or spring up from the bushes. I don't think birds know what to do with bread. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So I bought Orville some rye bread. What a fine day it was.
What a beautiful day it was. Thank you, Hippo. I don't actually know your name, actually. Oh my god. No, there's more! Is he just gonna be rambling? Oh my god. Is he just gonna be rambling the whole time? What does this even pop up? Is this after his jump scare?
It seems that you have met your end.
Oh my god, it does kind of seem like it, doesn't it? I guess it might be like after you die, kind of like those little mini games you get in like FNAF 2 or 3, you know what I mean? I guess it might be that. I was like, surely he doesn't jump scare you. Then he's all like, that reminds me of a story.
What a pity. I don't feel too bad about it, though. After all, if it weren't me, it would have just been one of the others.
Okay, you said that before, too.
I'm honestly just glad to be out of those air ducts.
Okay.
It's not easy for a hippopotamus to fit up there.
A plus-size man.
Not easy to get down either, and not as young as I used to be, as you can see. I used to be able to do all the sorts of things. You're young, you're vibrant, you have that sort of pep in your step. It reminds me of a conversation I was having with one of my good friends, Orville.
My only friend, I might add.
We were having a nice picnic one day. I believe it was summer. No, perhaps it was... Was it the fall? Yes. It was the fall because the leaves had turned already.
He's such an old man. He gives such old man vibes. Adorable old man vibes, I might add.
Fall? Yes. It was the fall because the leaves had turned already. But I said to Orville, I says, Orville, I have a story to tell you.
Oh my god, another story.
And Orville looked at me, kind of odd and said, well, what's it about? I said to him, not every story has...
Actually, he did say if it weren't me, it would have been one of the others. So is this after he kills me? So do you just get these after he kills you? Jump scares you, then he's like, oh yes, this reminds me of a 20-minute long story about rye bread. A story about how I told Orville a story about rye bread.
What's it about? I said to him, not every story has to be about something, Orville. Sometimes a person just wants to talk. Why does everything have to be a story? I said to him. He just looked at me and he said, well, you said you had a story, and, he was quite right. I did, in fact. I told him I had a story. I suppose if a person just wants to talk, then it's best to not announce that you're telling a story.
God, so true.
Telling a story does come with its own pressures and expectations, I suppose. After all, If you're just talking to a friend, then there's no more expectations than if you were talking into the wind.
I'm like trying to figure out, I'm like, how is this relevant? Why am I getting this? Is this just about people overanalyzing the story of Fnaf? Like, sometimes you just put stuff in a game. It doesn't have to always mean something. I guess it's kind of similar to that.
Words by themselves aren't expected to carry, aren't expected to stick. But if you announce you're telling a story, well then, there'd better be a point to it all, you know?
Okay.
No one wants to sit and listen to someone ramble on and on and on with absolutely no end in sight.
I wonder what that's like.
So, it's good to be mindful that when you tell someone that you're about to tell a story, that you have something to say. Telling someone that you're going to tell them a story is tantamount to asking them to stop what they're doing and pay attention. You're basically saying, hey, buddy, stop everything. Stop what you're thinking. I have a solution to everything. And, well, I didn't really have any story to tell.
Is this like kind of commentary about himself writing this game, Scott? I feel like this might be some like kind of self-commentary about how like, I guess everybody was like so interested in the story of Fnaf, but maybe he didn't really have it all like figured out when he first started making the games. I think that's kind of what I'm getting from this. I feel like a lot of the stuff is very like meta and fourth wall.
In hindsight, I probably just misspoke when I said that I had a story.
Okay.
I think it would have just been better to tell Orville that I wanted to tell him something rather than tell him that I had a story. But even then, it might have put too much importance on the whole thing. Either way, it was quite a nice day. I remember that we were drinking tea.
Okay. Oh my god, another one. Oh my lord, how many speeches does he have? I like how he's the only one who gets speeches. Everybody else just gets like a line or two. I mean, everybody cares about, Hippo. Hippo, whose name I still don't know. He's the most important character. Everybody really want to know what he had to say.
Well, it seems that your journey has ended. Very sorry about that. It was always going to end this way, of course. If it weren't by me, it would have just been by some other, terrible thing. Just, you could not imagine how terrible it would be.
Terrible. You don't want to know what Toy Chico was going to do to you. Oh, she was going to f you up. I tell you what.
I get scared thinking about it. Glad it's not me. It reminds me of a time I was speaking to my good friend Orville.
My only friend.
We were sitting on a park bench watching the pigeons. I was on the left, he was on the... Oh, wait, was I on the right or left?
So out
Anyways,
of
it doesn't matter. We were sitting on there watching the pigeons. And I said to Orville, friend, those birds are frozen.
Frozen.
And he kind of looked at me like I'd lost my mind. But I reminded him that it was winter,
I kind of like the idea of them just like hanging out, being besties outside of FNAF. All the other animatronics are, trapped to the confines of the Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria. But Orville and Hippo, they just go walk in the park every Sunday afternoon. They have a great time.
Often birds will sit in a tree until they freeze. And then they sort of fall to the ground until the sun warms up and they can, move around again. So I said to Orville, you might as well save those breadcrumbs until the birds thaw.
That's not a thing that happened, does it? Is that a thing that actually happens? That kind of sounds like it wouldn't be. Kind of sounds like a folk tale or something.
Because they can't very well enjoy them in the condition they're in. To which he asked what I meant, and asking what condition the crumbs should be in before he threw them to the birds, assuming that I meant the birds couldn't enjoy the breadcrumbs in the condition that the crumbs were in, when in fact I had meant the birds could not enjoy them in the condition that the birds were in, considering that the birds were frozen.
Is he talking about how, because I feel like, there was, some stuff, I can't remember which theory video it was, but there was, some of the theory videos where I think, Scott said he never, that there was no, Deus Ex Machinas or any of those types of, writing things in his work. It was just that, people couldn't understand it at the time because, he didn't provide enough information or something along those lines, so he just tries to provide more information in the next game to, help people figure it out. I feel like he might be referring to that here, how, he meant for us to interpret stuff a certain way in, one game, but nobody picked up on it, so he had to kind of, in the next game, put more hints to it or reveal more information that made, the first piece of information more easy to consume or understand. So I feel like we're the birds in this sort of metaphor.
So he took a moment and then threw his last handful onto the ground. I said to him, Orville, why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when I just told you they're frozen? To which he responded, "The breadcrumbs are not frozen." Again,
gosh.
misunderstanding my words. I didn't mean to say that the breadcrumbs were frozen when I said I told you they're frozen. I'd been referring to the birds.
Is he talking about people's reaction to him saying that there was no like contrived plot devices? That like, oh, people were still misunderstanding me or something like that?
You know, in hindsight, what I should have said was, and this would make perfect sense, why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when the birds are frozen? He misunderstood upon my correction, stating that he didn't know what else to do with the breadcrumbs, and that perhaps, when the birds thawed, they'd still be able to eat the crumbs. So I said to Orville, and this is what I said to him, I said, "Orville, the birds may be dead."
What the hell? Oh my god, how many speeches are there, dude? I do feel like Scott enjoys being meta. I think that was the best way to interpret that one, was he was talking about like the fans, like he put something in one of the games that like we didn't understand as fans, and so then he tried to correct it in another game, and then people were like, oh, that's a Deus Ex Machina or whatever, and so he tried to like explain himself and what he was doing, and people still misunderstood it or still like criticized him for it. So we're both like Orville and the birds in this metaphor. I think so.
It seems that you have met a horrible
Yet again.
demise, my friend. But, these things happen, and life goes on. Not for you, obviously.
Yeah.
You're dead. But it reminds me of a time.
How does it remind you of these times? How?
I was having a conversation with my friend Orville.
Bestie.
We were, where were we? I think we were by the river. We were sitting by the river and watching the fish leap over the falls. And I said to Orville, sometimes I feel like a fish leaping over and over again,
So deep.
always trying to get somewhere, though I don't know where, only to find myself in the jaws of a beast. He, of course, looked at me, surprised, Have you been in the jaws of a beast, friend? To which I said, "No, of course not, Orville."
I hope these stories are canon. I hope they're just going to hang out the river together. Sometimes I feel like a fish leaping over and over again trying to get somewhere, but I don't know where. I want to find myself in the jaws of a beast. This is so strange. I don't really know exactly what he's trying to say in this one so far.
He said, No. I simply meant that life can seem like a relentless endeavor to overcome meaningless obstacles, only to meet an equally meaningless fate, regardless of your efforts, regardless of the obstacles you've passed. And Orville, he stood and proceeded to drape me with a picnic cloth, to which I asked him, I said, "Friend, what are you doing?" He looked at me very concerned, really. "I feel like you've gotten too much sun."
Let's get into your head, man.
Indeed I had. He proceeded to pour me a glass of just ice-cold lemonade.
I guess this could also be like memories from his past before he became an animatronic. Although I do like the idea of them just being animatronics sitting by the river. I feel like that's kind of cute in its own way.
Ooh, you ever mix it with iced tea? You do like a little half lemonade, half... Ooh, it's so... You should try it. You really can't.
It is pretty good.
Anyways, so you may be asking yourself, how did I go from sitting by the falls and drinking lemonade to being wedged in the air duct? Not only with Orville, but with an entire assortment of fruity-colored friends.
Okay.
Well, there's really no good answer to that, but perhaps I met a demise of my own at some point.
Okay.
And this is my afterlife or my dream, whatever it might mean. I honestly don't know.
Okay, so I guess it probably is something like that. Like, he's talking about memories from the past when he was still a human, and him and Orville were just hanging out. I guess they both met a similar fate then, got stuck in the animatronics somehow. Like I said, I don't know if this is really important to the overall lore of the series or not. That's at least the story I'm interpreting from these speeches, you know what I mean?
Or maybe it doesn't mean anything at all. Maybe it doesn't mean anything at all.
Interesting.
I consider it a
Okay.
dignified death. Not really. It was actually quite pathetic.
God, that was embarrassing to witness. Okay, it seems like we're done with the hippo speeches. Back to everybody else's normal one-liners. It got some theme music. Yeah! That is so true, Piggy.
If you sit by the river long enough, you will see the body of your enemy float by.
Oh, what the hell? What is up with this theme music after every line? Okay, that was kind of a freaky one. We were just listening to Hippo talk about the river too. That's kind of interesting.
Even monkeys fall from trees.
God, you're so wise. I feel like he was like a huge redneck in his past life.
The nail that sticks out gets hammered down. The talented hawk hides his claws.
So much southern wisdom from him.
Don't you hate
Okay.
getting killed by obscure
Oh.
secondary characters?
Damn, really? You got killed by Ned? Not even Freddy? Damn, that's embarrassing, bro.
Stranger danger. I was just waiting for you to drop your guard.
Sounds southern too.
Whoops, that's gonna leave a mark.
Yeah.
This is how it feels, and you get to experience it
Oh.
over and over and over again, forever. I will never let you leave.
Jesus Christ, some of these, like, they change their, like, demeanor so quick. They'll be so goofy, like, hey, I can't believe you're getting killed by secondary characters. Yeah, they're like, you're stuck here forever, being tormented in the fiery flames of hell for all of eternity. It's like, Jesus, chill out, bro, chill out. I feel like I heard somebody in the background, too. It kind of sounded like a Circus Baby, but I feel like it could also be, you know, Froggy, since she was also kind of doing that forever and ever and ever.
What did you think of my act?
Orville!
I don't get out much, so you'll have to forgive my enthusiasm.
Oh, he's British! Just like William.
I hope you enjoyed the grand finale. Now is my time to shine.
I like Orville. He's nice so far. I've heard so many good stories about you, Orville. You're a homie. I like you.
He tried to release you. He tried to release us. But I'm not gonna let that happen.
Jesus.
I will hold you here. I will keep you here. No matter how many times they burn us.
Oh my god. What? I think he's referring to like the pizza sim burning, but then it's like kind of confusing if he's talking to Mike, because Mike was also in on the plan to burn them all down with Henry, you know what I mean? Huh, is this hell? I was like, are we in hell with the animatronics? Is this where we went to after we freed their souls in Pizza Sim? They're just stuck in Ultimate Custom Night?
Please deposit 5 coins.
Well, that one's nice.
Please deposit 5 coins.
Oh.
You are attempting to trick Freddy.
Oh.
You are attempting to...
Those are like kind of like repeat lines. Interesting. I thought they were all going to be that first line for a second.
Freddy doesn't like this. Please deposit 5 coins.
Which version of Freddy is that one? That's not like just normal Freddy, is it? It kind of does look like normal Freddy, right? He sounds so interesting. He sounds so different than I thought he would be.
Why so blue? You know I've been true, and now I'll make slippers out of you.
Okay, Bonnie. Okay, look at that.
So good to see you again, my truest friend. But now you're like Mustang.
So musical. You sound good, Bonnie. Okay, slay, literally.
What a fine day to come here and say that your face and flesh I must play.
This is kind of a jam, though, honestly. It was like some finger wagging music.
What a treat to come here and meet your face as it hits concrete.
Okay, serve.
I found my guitar, now reach for the stars as I plunge it through your heart.
Okay, look at that. Interesting that he sings all of his lines, though. I guess he is the one with the guitar, so he's like more musical, it seems like.
That's right.
Oh.
And don't you come back now, you hear?
What the hell? It's like Jake is Southern too, yeehaw!
That'll teach you for trying to trick this old bird. Thought you could fool me with that sign, but I was too smart for you.
Sign.
I may not like wet floors, but the smell of fresh meat is just too enticing.
And you know that she is a bird that likes to eat. Still remember that?
Whoops. Looks like you're the one that slipped up this time.
Yar.
Yeehaw! That is so true, Chica.
Yar. What can I do for
Oh
you?
my goodness, he's got a little birdie. Oh, that's cute. Oh, are these like the ones you see in Pizza Sim, I guess? Like the animatronic Chica, Bonnie, Freddy that you see in Pizza Sim? Is there gonna be the ones from the first game then too? I was like, I mean, they look really similar, but you know, it's like a slight difference. Because I feel like I do remember Foxy having the bird in Pizza Sim.
Yarg, how may I be of service to ya?
Okay.
Yar, who touched me bird?
Little birdie.
Yar, me bird likes you. So I'll do ye a favor.
He's so polite.
Yar, ye win some, ye lose some. Yarg, ye play with fire, and sometimes ye get burned.
Oh, Jesus.
We'll be making music together for a long, long time.
Why is he in this game? What the hell? I remember you and your creepy ass. Did he always have those little, like, black eyes with the white dots? I remember seeing him. You could buy him in Pizza Sim. He was scary as hell looking.
You hear that? It's the sweet, sweet sound of your eternal silence.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, keep it down, would ya?
So freaky looking.
When I'm here, you play by my rules.
Oh, Lord.
A song was requested of me, and now I sing it.
Interesting. Interesting that he's in this.
Looks like something bad happened.
Okay, Circus Baby.
I guess you forgot about me.
Aw, I could never forget about you, sweetie. You've killed me way too much for me to ever forget.
Want to see the scooping room?
Oh, Jesus, no.
I guess you forgot about me.
Kind of hung up on that fact. Seems you forgot about me.
Time for your controlled shot.
Revenge, bitch! Okay, y'all deserve that. Okay, that was pretty messed up on our parts. In my defense, though, Hand Unit made me. He made me do that.
Let's see how many pieces I can cut you into.
Jesus.
You won't die, but you'll wish you could.
Jesus. Oh, Lefty's gonna get some lines, too. I wonder if he'll sound the same as the puppet.
It will all be over soon.
Okay. It does kind of sound similar to the puppet, but just like kind of lighter, I guess. I guess because they're like trapped inside of Lefty at this point.
There is room for one more.
Don't worry, you can fit in the suit too with me. I got you. I got you.
Come spend eternity inside with me.
I'm good.
I've been looking for you.
Jesus.
And now I will never let you go.
God, just so creepy, especially with the way Lefty's looking at me too while saying these lines. Ugh, chills.
I'm so glad that I found you. Let me make room for you.
Yikes.
I always come back.
This motherfucker. Bro, you said that in Pizza Sim. Come on, Will, get some new lines. Oh, is that it? That's all he says? Come on, Will. I know you can do better than that, buddy. Well, that was interesting. A lot of funny ones, a lot of creepy ones, a lot of interesting ones. I definitely feel like you kind of do learn a little bit more about the animatronics through some of these lines. Like what the puppet said. Like how she said she was the only one who was like aware of like, I guess what she was and her surroundings while the other ones were just like animals basically. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, thanks guys so much for watching this video. Please do leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you did enjoy it. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about these voice lines. Which one are your favorites? And yeah, once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys real soon.